Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here today. We're going to be talking about mental health awareness. It is now May, and Sassy Mouth and I have collaborated yet again on an amazing duo to raise awareness and some funds for mental health awareness. This duo and the proceeds from this duo, or portion of them, I should say, will be going to NAMI. These colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be using them in today's manicure. But I do want to talk a little bit about NAMI and what they stand for, what they do, and how important this organization is. I am going to be pairing this duo with Whipped Cream Bikini, also by Sassy Mouth, which I love with my whole entire heart. It's my favorite white dip powder ever. And I'm going to use my Azure Beauty dip liquids per my usual as of recently. Everything that I'm using will be linked down in the description box below, along with a link to NAMI if you want to go check that out further. But let's dive in a little bit before I get into the glitter application and stuff like that, because we're going to be doing a glitter wave ombre, as I like to call it. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. This is right now just a basic dip application. So NAMI. Okay. NAMI is a mental health organization. Their mission is really to provide education, advocacy, and support to individuals and families that suffer with mental health to build a better life. And it's one of the biggest organizations in the country right now. I have used them myself. I have recommended this resource to a lot of other people, friends, family, clients when I was in the mental health industry. I did work for a short time with Safe Space, as you guys probably know, and it's just an amazing resource. And considering that in the United States, 1 in 5 people suffer with some sort of mental health illness, it is incredibly necessary to have these resources available and accessible. 1 in 5. Now, in my little world over here on YouTube, I have nearly 60,000 subscribers. So let's do a little math. How many of us suffer with mental health? And yeah, I said us because I am in this category too. In case you guys did not know, I suffer with GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. So if you haven't seen that video with me talking about all my stuff, I'll leave that up in the cards. I go into pretty deep conversation about my journey and my experience with these types of disorders, the medication that I take for it, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, you can check out that video. But 1 in 5, if you are one of us, if you are one of our mental health sisters or brothers or theys, please comment down below if you feel so inclined, and I don't know, let us know that you're part of our family too. But 1 in 5, that kind of shook me a little bit. And you know what the top 3 are? I wasn't surprised about this. The top 3 mental health illnesses in the United States are anxiety disorders, depression, and PTSD. All of which I have dealt with myself, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. So back to math. We have 60,000 subscribers, or just about, here on this channel. So what's 1 in 5? Of 60,000 subscribers? It's 12,000. 12,000 subscribers on my channel alone suffer with some sort of mental health illness. That's a lot of people. So if you have found yourself on the struggle bus with some sort of mental health issue, you are not alone. You are not alone. I'll just leave it there. You're not alone. You have so many of us that are taking this journey, walking this trail right alongside you, holding your hand, just so you know. So let's get into the glitter application. We're going to switch things up. I decided I wanted to do a glitter wave ombre. Now, this glitter is absolutely beautiful. I'm only going to use 1 coat of it. I did a base of the solid green as a background to the glitter, so it's more opaque, if you will. And now I'm going to do a dip into the glitter as a topper, but look and see how beautiful this came out. It is so opaque. It did not require more than 1 dip, and then we're going to get into a little wave action. Now, if you love glitters, but you don't like the way it can bulk up your nail, because glitter is a dense dip powder and it can make the nail, or leave the nail, I should say, looking very thick, very bulky. If that's not your jam, but you still really love glitters, this is a great way to apply them. Use a solid color as a base, put the glitter over top. That way you don't have multiple coats of that glitter bulking up the nail. Now, this can totally depend, of course, on whatever glitter you're using. You want to try and find something that you can put underneath the glitter that coordinates to the colors in the glitter. That way it doesn't look out of place. White can work depending on your glitter, but I would really try to find a color that kind of coordinates, goes with it. That way it's not super obvious that you have something underneath your glitter, and you can just let the glitter shine on its own. So now that I have that done, we're going to do the wave ombre, as I call it, which is where it kind of looks like the glitter is spilling onto the other two nails from the center. So I'm going to go ahead and use the tap ombre method for this. I'm going to put down my coat of my dip base, and I'm going to take my fluffy eyeshadow brush. The first thing I'm going to do is put down that solid green on the outside part of the nail, half the nail. Get that nice and covered. Then I'm going to go in with the glitter with the same eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to tap that onto the inside of the nail closest to the glitter nail, and that'll kind of create that wave ombre effect. I'm going to do that also for the white nail. So it's going to look like that glitter is spilling onto both nails from the inside out. I don't know why I call it a wave ombre. Is that what it's called? I've been calling it that for years. It's some sort of an ombre, a glitter ombre. But I don't know. Does it have a technical name? Probably not. We're calling it a wave ombre. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glitter ombre done. I'm only going to do one coat. Then I'm going to encapsulate the entire thing in clear, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So if you can notice, as you see, the white glitter ombre looks a little sparse. I clearly went overkill with the white dip powder before I sprinkled over the glitter. So to remedy that, I put a little bit of base down where I wanted more glitter. I'm just going to dip in and get a little bit more glitter coverage. If you want to hand place some of your glitters, you totally can do that too. Put a teeny tiny little dot of your base down where you want the glitters on your nail. Use an orange wood stick or one of those, gem picker tools to place glitters here and there wherever you feel like you need them. Then once you are satisfied with the density and the coverage of your glitter, of course you want to make sure you're pressing everything down so it's nice and flat and flush to the nail. Then we can clear encapsulate. I'm going to use my Modelones clear acrylic. I have been using this exclusively for what seems like forever. I'm obsessed with this clear. It is technically acrylic, but as you probably saw in a previous video, dip and acrylic are essentially the same thing. So you can use acrylic, you can use dip powder, tomato, moscato, whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to go ahead and throw the clear cap over everything. I'm going to file and buff off camera per my usual, but I will come back when it's time to top coat. So I went ahead, got everything filed, shaped, and buffed. These are looking absolutely beautiful. I am literally obsessed with the way this green looks with this glitter, and the white just pulls everything together. I'm going to go in with my Model 1's gel top coat. You can totally use whatever top coat you want. If you want to go the dip top coat route, you can do that too, or you can use regular nail polish top coat. You have so many options when it comes to that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead with my gel top coat. I'm going to cure for a full minute. After I use the gel top coat, I tend to get up and wash my hands. I don't want to get contact dermatitis. I don't want to come down with a gel allergy. So just as a cautionary, I want to make sure there is nothing on my nail surface before I go in with cuticle oil. That way I know I'm safe from a gel allergy, because if I went up with a gel allergy, I would be so sad. I don't even know what I would do. Anyway, going in now with my cuticle oil per my usual, and this manicure is done. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it wasn't a put off talking about mental health stuff. I know it can be a little taboo, but I speak my mind, and I want to talk about certain things, and I think it's so important. So I hope that you got some value out of this. If you made it to the end of the video, I so appreciate you. Go ahead and drop me a green heart in the comment section if you made it to the end. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.